You know, everyone's been thanking me, but as I've said from day one, this was never about me. You know, this was really about this district, this state, and getting our country back on the right track. A big part of why I got into this race was because I spent about 6 months complaining about our country, about our government, and I thought we deserve better. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, it doesn't bother me. I don't necessarily care. It's about coming together as a country and working together. And I'm not even going to say his name anymore. I'm done talking about him. We can all probably agree that we need to come together and work as a country. Then we know that Alan West wasn't the person to do that.
Oh, you aren't going to say his name.
We're done talking about him. And look, from here on out, our focus is forward. I can't wait to get to DC next week, have freshman orientation, and as I told the press from day one, first thing I want to do is sit down with a Republican. You know, find some common ground that we can work together on. Pass some legislation to move the issues that we all care about forward, and that's what it's all about. And look, this is for you all. This is a thank you. I wish I could afford more than pizza, but yeah, he's got plenty. We got a little cake too. But from the bottom of my heart, this was teamwork. You know, truly, there were so many volunteers, so many supporters. My internal team here that we have that did so much to help us out. It really means the world. It means a lot that we did this. So thank you.
Give him hell.
May the best man win.
Yeah, he did a quick story just to prove, you know, how obviously you've seen how close this election was. So everyone that made those phone calls, that knocked on those doors, that stuffed envelopes and put stamps on, and all the things that you thought, oh, I don't know if this is going to do anything. Well, it did. And thank you. And you know, I can't tell how many fairs I went to and parades and just nonpartisan events that I went to. And I'd be walking around shaking hands, introducing myself, and someone would say, you know what, Patrick, I wasn't sure if I was going to vote for you. I saw these negative ads, and you know, I was believing it. But one of your volunteers called me. You know, one of your supporters came and knocked on my door a month ago, and they talked to me, and I had a couple questions, and they cleared it up. Because of that, I decided to vote for you. Now I'm going to support you. Now here we are. We're up 2,500 votes or whatever the number is, and we won. And all those people, all those phone calls that you made, all those doors you knocked on, added up to this victory. So, hey, don't give up. You know, I appreciate it, all your support. Thanks for coming out. This proves to a lot of people that money can't buy elections.
Right.
Despite being outspent, you know, I don't know what we outspent at the end of the day, 4 to 1, 5 to 1. Wow. Maybe we'll never know all these super PACs that are out there. They're still trying to figure out what happened. I wonder what Sheldon Adelson's doing today. All the millions of dollars, all the money they spend. You know, something that I will say that I do want to focus on. Obviously, it's jobs, it's the economy. That's number one. It's protecting Social Security, protecting Medicare, Medicaid. All the problems that we have in our country. There's unfortunately, the list is too long. But that's why I'm doing this, because I want to work with everybody in our Congress to get our country back to work, to solve these problems. And something that I don't think is talked about enough is serious campaign finance reform. And so that's something that you have my word that I'm going to do what I can to focus on, because coming from the private sector now to politics, it's gross what the money does in politics, and I want to do something about it to change it, because it's hurting our country, it's holding us back, and we can do better. So there's a lot to work on. The real work begins right now. You know, the campaign was one thing, and I appreciate your help, but now I'm getting to work. And I'm getting to work for you all. So I'm going to have an open door to everybody. Whether you, I don't imagine as many Alan West supporters here, but but even if you voted for Alan West and you're here this evening, I'm going to have an open door for you. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your concerns. And that will always be the case. So whether it's here in the district, whether you're in DC and you want to come stop by, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to be your voice in Washington. And again, thank you all so much for your support. Thank you. You're doing it. Thank you.
It's like, I think that's about one of